server side. So we now have this, no? This is the model itself. The good thing about this is there's only one code, no? That you can use for all the modals, no? Unlike Manrico's version, it's you have one modal for the add, you will have one modal for the edit, and you will have another modal for the delete. Now, if you have several items such as employees and you will have to do all modals, no? Which is not good. You will have a lot of repetitions. But anyway, it's workable. It works, so it's fine, no? But if you want something which is cleaner and lighter, you can use this version because this will work for all modals. In fact, I'm going to show you. I've shown you how it worked on departments yesterday. Now, I'm going to show you how to make this work on a delete. Okay? Do you follow? No? So, for example, kasi pangit yung delete niya eh. Okay? Pangit kasi yung delete niya. Let's look at the delete, no? Yung delete na binigay ng modal is not good. Why? It uses the traditional JavaScript confirm. Medyo hindi maganda tingnan, no? For me, it's not good to use that because katulad nito, let's add a simple example. Submit. So, nandito na siya, no? Pag i-delete mo, this is the confirm, which is very elementary, no? Very elementary. So, pangit. We don't want that, no? So, what we'd like to show is actually like this, no? Ito, gusto natin gagamitin itong modal na ito such that this button will become delete, no? That will be the confirmation. Okay? They follow? Which is easy to do. In fact, you don't have to do anything with the controller anymore. You only have to do something with the with the modal. Okay? How do we create the modal? Meron itong search, no? Using the normal search that I've shown you. It's the same source code. No? So how do we convert that into a modal? First, we are going to use the edits HTML, no? For this is view, this is add or edit, no? We are going to use this to be our delete modal. Instead of submit or update, we will use delete. I'm going to show you that. First, we are going to copy this, no? And now, what happened? Hindi ba ako nagkamali ng copy? Hindi, no? Let me just copy the add or edit ito. Copy and then I'll paste here. And then I'll rename this as our delete HCS. I-rename ko as our delete. Okay? Do you follow? Ito na siya ngayon. Let me close this. Let me open this. So this is the delete employee. Okay? This is still the same, no? But we will make the inputs read only. Okay? We can do that by just saying read only. Lagyan lang naman natin ng ganyan, no? I-read only natin para hindi siya ma-edit. Okay? The inputs. Input read only. Okay? That's the first thing to do. I hope you are following, no? Then the input here, there are 3 inputs. So we have read only. Okay? And then the button submit, we'll make it delete. It's still of submit type, no? We'll make it delete. Okay? Do you follow? Okay. So now in our index.html, ito dito sa ating main. Rather in the view all, okay? Instead of using the normal form, no? Which is the form action of a submit. Okay? We will remove this. We will just call ito, gagamitin lang natin ito. We are going to use this. No? Okay? Okay? Gagamitin natin ito. Kasi yung edit, binago lang natin, di ba? So, we are just going to use this and then show on pop-up. No? So, the URL action now we have is delete. Okay? This will call the delete in our controller. Okay? So, ID pa rin, this is the same ID and the context scheme and the title will be delete employee. The class, it will make this btn danger, no? Kasi para magpula. We will remove the, the icon. This is the icon from, we don't need an icon for delete. No? If you want, you can find an icon for delete. Okay? Follow. So, ganito na lang, no? So, we have created, excuse me mayroon akong Shopee. Diba, nag-classic ko. Klasiko. Okay, so anyway. So, ito na ngayon. We just have a URL action called delete, which will come from the controller, which is employees. Did we change the controller? No, we did not. We'll try to find out if ito yung delete niya eh. So, it has a delete function. No? It has a delete function. Ito yung delete, no? What will it do? It will just find the ID, no? Because in the delete function, we will pass the ID. Okay? But instead of calling this, no, we are going to call this as a get, no? I-return niya yung okay? It is not going to delete anything. It's just going to show the employee to be deleted. And we'll view the delete CSHTML. Okay? So let's try to find this out. May error tayo. So, okay, sobrahan, kulang ng Now this should be delete. Okay. Tab. Let's run this again. BTN danger ang kanyang class, no? Okay. Okay, and then you go to employee management. When you say delete, hindi pa siya nag-call ng Hindi siya nag-call dito. Let's look at the okay. Hindi niya gi-call ang delete. Okay? Why is that? No? Let's look at the delete HTML. Okay? Wala pa tayong delete button dito, no? Okay. Okay, and then let's go back to the UI. It should be show in pop-up. No? The action is delete. Okay? Delete BTN danger. Yes, let me run this again. That ayaw. I made this work already. Ayaw niya mag-work, no? Let me show my this is the original call. Let me find it out. No? Baka may mali sa aking and maybe there's something wrong with my ito dapat okay, pareho lang, no? The same. Okay, hindi nag-call itong maybe what happened is hindi nag-call yung hindi nag-fire yung delete na get. Okay, the part that is get, no? So let us look at the get part, no, of the controller. Kasi meron akong dalawa dito. Ito yung delete. Gawin ko itong delete 2. My original delete is this. Ito yung original delete. Now, how did I do this? This is just like an edit, no? It will look for the employee, no? Given the ID, and then it will return the employee and call the view. Which view? The delete view here. Okay? So, mali ito. This is the old delete. Ito yung old delete ng hindi non-modal delete, no? Which we don't like kasi pangit, no? Let's run this again. So we edited the delete controller of the controller a little, no? We just copied it from the edit, no? By the way. Okay. We delete this. Yes. So it's like that, no? Delete na siya. Pang problema natin ngayon, hindi siya magano. Okay? The submit. Okay? Do you follow? Delete na. Refresh search na tayo. Hindi na delete na. Why is there no first name? Pag mag-edit ka, may first name. Pag may delete, walang first name. Okay? We'll look at our delete HTML. CSHTML. First name. First name. Model.id. Okay. Middle name. Okay. We'll have to change the submit button. No? Do you follow? So, ang ASP action natin will be delete. Okay? Delete confirm. Okay? No? Let me run this anyway, no? Bakit walang lumalabas na first name? Anyway, we have to copy it again. Ayaw, di. Copy tayo. Kaya natin wait. The HTML is just copied from add or edit. No? Oh, walang first name, no? Pag i-edit mo, merong first name. Pag i-edit mo, merong first name. Pag i-delete, wala. Okay? Let's look at our let's look at both our first, we have a first name here. Sigurado tayo first name. First name, tama ba? First name? Yes, hindi naman natin ito binago eh. And let's look at our controller for the delete. Yung delete na ito, no? Okay? Hindi lumabas yung first name. So we'll just copy it from the add or edit na lang. No? Let's copy it again. The ASP action is add or edit. What's the ASP action here? Kasi add or edit. No, the ASP action should be delete. Dapat pupunta siya doon sa delete. Okay? That's why hindi siya sa edit nagpunta, no? Sa delete siya pupunta dapat. Okay? That's why it's mali. So it will go to the delete part, no? The delete HTTP get part, no? So, hindi lang copy and paste, no? You just have to look at which part of the codes are to be changed, no? Let's click delete. Wala pa rin, no? But it's deleted. Okay? It's deleted. Create. Nandyan siya. Anyways, we'll just copy it again, no? Kung ganun, we'll just copy it again. Okay. So, ang delete, kinopya lang natin sa add or edit. Okay? And then, we'll go to delete HTML. Kasi parang edit din ito eh, no? So, call this delete. Okay? And then the input will have read only. I'm not sure why it didn't have a last name, a first name. No? Wala naman tayong binago. Okay? And then we'll change this later, no? This should be a delete. Okay? We'll specify the action later, no? Okay? So the action we want to do is a delete confirm. Now let's look at the controller again. Kasi parang edit lang ito siya eh. Diba? Add or edit. We will just copy it from the add or edit na get. We can actually copy it again. Okay? Ito yung get, oh. And it will just look for the employee. Buuin natin ito. It's not good, no? Hindi maganda. This one employee. Kasi mayroon tayong ano na employee. Capital letter. Okay. So, okay. Ito lang ang kakopyahin natin sa delete. Ito lang, no? Because we don't have add, no? Dito sa ating delete. This is it, no? Actually, ito lang. It's the same. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit hindi siya makita. It's exactly the same. Okay. Hindi niya ma-fetch yung first name. I'm really wondering why, no? But anyway, the delete will be successful, no? So to delete this. Oh, may delete na. I just copied it again, no? Inopya ko lang, meron na siya dito. Okay? Let's try if it will delete. Oh no, nag-delete na talaga siya. No? It will call the delete confirm. Now, the way to do this is to be more specific about this, no? How do we call that delete, no? Actually, meron ka pang gagawin, but it already worked, no? So, actually, malalagyan pa natin dito ng ano, ASP dot action equals delete confirm. Okay? You follow? Now, ASP action is delete confirm, which means that in our employees controller, no? Where's our employees controller? Ito, no? Ito yung i-call niya, delete confirm. Okay? If you look for the ID, and then we'll render again this view all. Oh, no? I've changed this kasi may kulang na parameter dito. They follow? So, I've changed this, no? Kulang na parameter. I just copied it from here. No? Dito sa How did I know that? Dito na galing rin naman yan sa add and edit. Ito, do you follow? Galing rin naman yan dito. Otherwise, it will not render properly. So, galing lang doon kasi it's just like add and edit except that instead of an update, it will call remove. Then render it again. But it has an ID parameter. So how will we do that? No. So we'll say ASP dot route. That's the name of the parameter. It's ID is equal to at model dot. Okay. Model ba? Let's look at that. It should be model dot ID. Yes, may lumabas naman eh. No? Oh, may lumabas. So it's okay. So it will pass the parameter model.id to this, no? Okay. Let's run that. So ang i-call niya yung delete confirm. Okay. Okay. I am going to complete the whole source code, no? And post it and explain it tomorrow. No? Kasali yung role management, no? So, meron na tayong, and then we click delete. So, we'll have a confirmation. If you refuse, you just say X. If you want to proceed, you just click delete. So, it's a much better delete, no? Much more presentable. Okay? They follow. Likewise, we still have the same search, no? Okay? Pag mag-click ka ng ganyan, ilalabas niya lahat. Okay? They follow. So, we have a complete CRUDs. But this time, we have a more decent CRUDs, no? Kasi it uses bootstrap modals. The good thing about this is, hindi lumalabas, oh. Kasi ang problema dun sa delete, pag lumalabas dito, okay, it can be subject to SQL injection, no? Pwede siyang i-subject sa SQL injection. Do you follow? No? So anyway, any questions so far? What I'd like to show you is the project given to me by Neil Manrico. Kasi kahapon meron siyang pinakita sa akin, hindi daw mag-work. Actually, I'd like to show it to you because it can also be useful to your project. You can use the same version, but it uses ASP.NET version 4.7.2. ASP.NET MVC. Hindi siya katulad ng ASP.NET natin na classic. It's not classic. It already has MVC. It's also not as sophisticated as ASP.NET Core. It's in between. Okay? The good thing about it is it still has the same functionality of ASP.NET, which means you can use reports, no? Ang problema lang sa RDLC, hindi mo rin siya pwede gamitin reports based on models. The reports are always based on datasets. And then at the same time, no, you still have session variables. Dito hindi na tayo pwede gumamit ng session variables. Okay, because stateless ang ASP.NET Core. Do you follow? Now, the sad thing about it is, ang ASP.NET MVC hindi na masyadong, is not being developed by Microsoft anymore. In fact, they have signified the intention to stop developing it and continue with ASP.NET Core. It's because, most probably, no, gusto nilang mag-compete hand in hand with the big league, no? Ang big league dito yung Django and Laravel. Do you follow? So with Django, they want to compete with Django and Laravel directly. And they can be very competitive kasi ang ganda ng platform nila. But the good bad thing is there's still so many applications running in ASP.NET and ASP.NET MVC. ASP.NET MVC is a good platform, no? For me, it's a good platform. Kaya lang hininto nila eh. So wala tayong magawa, no? So I'd like to show you that platform. Okay? Do you follow? Now, let me show you the YouTube, no? Kasi ganito yung ginawa. Let me close this first. Ganito yung ginawa ni Mendrico. Okay? He's very resourceful kasi nakakita siya ng magandang source code, no? From the YouTube, no? Mas maigsi yung YouTube niya. Kaya lang MAMBC yung nga, ASP.NET MVC. Hindi siya ASP.NET Core. Hindi na kasi buhay yung ano eh. Nandito yon. Ito yung kanyang YouTube source, no? I'll put it there, no? In our, no? In our Daigler. Okay. Now, if you run this in the YouTube source, no? After a few, on the third, you click the third, no, part. You just pause this. No? On the third part, if you show, there's a shortcut to a blogspot source code. Okay, we'll have we will have a break, and then you can download the whole source code. Pagdating dito sa baba, pwede mong i-download yung whole source code. Ito, no? I-click mo ito. You download the whole source code and you run the project. But it doesn't run automatically. You still have to do some configuration. Okay? I'd like to show you this after the break, no? Kasi magbe-break na tayo, no? I'd like to show you this after the break and show you how we can make it work. Okay? Any questions so far? We'll take a break, no?